Hi, how you doing guys? I hope you're all doing really well. Well, this topic is going to be another talking head video, but you already know that I do loads of builds and graphic cards like updates as well as overclocking CPUs, cases, how to make the case a little bit more aerodynamic and more like better airflow for your actual system so it doesn't run hot. But this topic's going to be like if Apple made gaming computers. Now, just imagine that for a second, just let it hit home. Now, if you think that Apple are just going to carry on doing what they're doing at the moment, you've got nothing coming. I think it's soon going to be that they're going to make an Apple or gaming solution with Apple. Because remember, they've got the software, which they own. They've got the graphics card, the CPU, the motherboard, the NVMe, the hard disk drive, the SSD, the power supply, the case, and the main important thing they've got is the looks. They've got all of this mad technology like the mouse. What's it called? The mouse that you don't even have a ball on and all this sort of stuff, or what they created years ago. I'm not talking about now. I think it's called like a magic mouse or something. Can't remember, but I do like Apple products and stuff. But you can imagine, the gaming industry would be turned upside down. Now, with having desktop computers and laptops and stuff, you can obviously use like an Acer laptop and you can add maybe a graphics card to it, or you can overclock it and it's got good cooling solution. Now Apple would be like that super sleek, very thin like computer, and it would have like a graphics card that's like made of water or something. You just don't know with Apple. It will be so clean, but they would be able to make a gaming console. But if they did, it would be like starting probably about £1,000 just for the console. Then you have to buy all these other accessories, and then it will just be like 300, 200. Oh, you can get a keyboard as well for that media look. 300 as well on top of that. I don't think they would do things that you could update and overclock or anything like that. I still think it would be very simplistic, but it would be so modern, so clean, so Apple, obviously. The games would be running really well with the high frequency, and every single game would just work. It would just have no frame rate drops or nothing like that. But in the real world, we do know there's frame rate drops and stuff like that. But I think with Apple, if they had that, they wouldn't be happy. That's what hasn't happened yet. But it seems like there's a little stone in the pond where they've, what do? They made a tablet or something. Obviously you can play games off of there, and if you look at it from years ago, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, that time around Android was coming up with games and they had the good gaming market and stuff, but it used to have its like problems. Because obviously people will be like, oh, we've got an Android phone, we've got an Android tablet, and they'll be like, we've got a Galaxy Android tablet, and then you've got like I don't know, Huawei Android phone. You've got everything could be just Android. There's so many things that Android. It's a bit like what's it called? I freaking can't remember what it's called. Java's in everything. It's a bit like that. Java everything to make it works. Works in microwaves, works in cars, works in computers, works everywhere. The software's crazy. This is what like Android's like, but Apple's just like very closed off. We are Apple, we are clean, we are clinically clean, and if we made games, it would be so clean, there'd be no frame rate drops. It would just work, a bit like NVIDIA. It probably would work with NVIDIA if they done it. I don't know. Normally Apple goes with AMD graphics, but could you just imagine Apple making a desktop computer like that is a gaming computer and gaming only? It would be crazy. And I just thought I would let that sink in there with you, because I think Apple are going to be bringing out something to do with gaming soon, because the biggest industry right now is gaming. There's so much money involved in gaming computers. Now think about it like this: when you used to buy a motherboard, and I'm talking about the people that used to just build computers, you get a motherboard, it used to have like all of these game characters on there, like Mario or like Skyfox or Halo or anything like you can think of, a big game that was coming. you always had that slapped on the box, and that was marketing that would sell so easily. And then now you just got RGB, adjustable RGB, that sells everything. If you see colourful lights, it will sell. And I think if Apple done that, it would be a next level. I think it's like Samsung Galaxy or Samsung, like, you know, like the mobile phones. You've got the phones that you would personally buy if it done it. So you could have, like me, I could have built a like wicked phone from Android, but because it's me and it's not Samsung or Apple, you probably won't really buy it. You only want to buy something that you trust. And that's what I think. If Apple did make a gaming computer and it was good, people would just like, wow, just Apple. Anyway, tell me in the comments what you think. Would Apple be a strong contender in the marketing industry, what we've got now? So people that build their own computers, people could go into shops and buy a computer. What do you think if Apple made a gaming computer and it actually was powerful? What do you reckon it would do well? Leave your comments down below. Subscribe, share, follow me on all social media platforms. I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching. Roger out.